President Mahama's visit to the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation was born out of a desire for first-hand information to determine how best to modernize and better resource the corporation to meet the demands of today. He visited some of the studios and interacted with some members of staff. The Director-General of the corporation, Professor Amin Alhassan, appealed to the government to reposition TV license as public media levy.
Your Excellency, we want to request humbly that in the discussion about TV license, the name we should look at the name. It's not about TV. It's not about you watching TV. It's about raising funds to ensure public service broadcasting. Is that like how we pay street light levy on our electricity bill, even though most of us don't have street lights in our neighborhood?
On the issue of legacy debt from ECG and NEDCO, the Director General explained that though the debt was not solely incurred by GBC, the corporation is forced to pay it, a situation that constitutes a setback for the state broadcaster.
Those debts were not generated by GBC alone. In the past, when there were no difference between government agencies, the military, the police, national security all positioned their equipment on GBC locations and were drawing power from the same source as GBC. So when it came to a time to install meters, these meters were installed in the name of GBC and they started accumulating debt with GBC.
He also appealed to the government to clear GBC's legacy debt to enhance the corporation's vision of using its IGF to solar power to reduce dependency on the national power grid.
We are simply requesting and appealing that the government takes care of the legacy debt, because we are currently dealing with our current bill. We make sure that we take care of our bill, but the legacy debt is drawing us back. Now, our prayer is that if that is taken care of, it will allow GBC to expedite its action on green energy. With collaboration with the BBC, we currently have solar systems at Ajankote transmission site, and we depend 30% on solar and 70% on national grid. At Takoradi, we have also installed solar, and we are currently spending 50% on solar, 50% on national grid. And if the responsibility of the legacy debt is taken over us, we sincerely believe that we can speed up the process of using IGF to do solar, to reduce our dependence on this.
While sharing fond memories of GBC, President Mahama assured of his commitment to better resource the corporation.
GBC has served Ghana well, and you yourself have described it in terms of the multiplicity of languages that it uses in its broadcast. It makes it able to reach every nook and cranny of this country in language that our people understand. And of course, the kind of content you carry is not content that brings advertising and money. We are reviewing the Constitution. The Constitutional Review Committee presented their report to me. And it is my hope that Chapter 12, that has served us well since 1992, we look at it again and see how we can tweak it in order that, you know, the media, the chapter on the media creates a better environment, especially for public media to be able to do its work. We'll continue to work with the National Media Commission in respect of the public media.
He said GBC has the capacity and assets to turn its fortunes around, and therefore urged management to leverage on that for the benefit of all.
We must discuss a new funding model to see how we can make you better able to discharge the mandates that you have. You've mentioned several things, and we're waiting to receive your proposals. I believe that you have the capacity and the assets to be able to modernize GBC. I mean, you sit on prime property in this city, and I believe that we can leverage some of those assets to create a more modern digital GBC that is more fit for purpose than in the past.
On the issue of legacy debt, the president called on management of the corporation to find ways to settle all outstanding debts while the states find ways to address the issue.
We're going to ring-fence the legacy debt, and then we're bringing it to the attention of the Chief of Staff to find the funding to be able to defray the legacy debt so that it does not continue to be a charge on you. I'm happy you've started introducing solar. It will help to bring down your power factor and make you pay less so that you can use the extra money to do other things that are important to keep your organization afloat.
Suyoko Kwakutre, GBC News, Accra.